смотри, с поднятыми руками. С поднятыми руками, иди сюда. Все, пошли, пошли, пошли. Пошли, не будем мы тебя убивать, блядь.
Putin has lost approximately 1,500,000 men in his special military operation. 5,500 photos are identified of Russians killed in less than 6 weeks. In total, there are more than 30,000 identified since November 17, 2023. They are only the 15% that can be identified, and in 7 months, there have been at least 200,000 deaths. Throughout the war, there are approximately 550,000 dead soldiers, and there are 265,000 Russian families left searching for their dead. In 2023, there will be 507,000 more disabled people, according to the Russian Pension Fund. In 2024, the casualties are being double that of 2023, so there must already be around 800,000 to 1 million disabled people in total, and Putin's total loss is between 1.3 and 1.5 million men. The data on new disabled people in 2023, published by Putin's pension fund, 507,000, allows us to estimate that now in mid-2024, there are between 250,000 and 400,000 more, since the losses are double that of last year. The majority of the dead from Putin's army cannot be identified, either because they are abandoned in the fields of Ukraine and decompose, or because they end up in pieces or burned, or their commanders tear off their identification and bury them in mass graves, so that pensions do not have to be paid. Putin's army casualty statistics are actually more than double what they were in 2023. Based on Russian pension fund data, men with disabilities increased by 507,000 or 30% in 2023. This confirms that the total Russian casualties are now 1 million dead and disabled. Material losses are also astonishing. Russia only has meat and old equipment. Russian serviceman and blogger Svyatoslav Golikov, referring to a video of Ukrainians about the mobilization problems, states that Russia is not doing much better. However, the issue is not on the national scale yet, and he adds that it is actually Russia which needs to carry out offensive actions to fulfill the so-called special operation tasks that were formulated by the so-called President Putin. And the problems with recruiting, which are already present in the occupier's army, can only get worse. On the other hand, of course, they can't do much at this point. Having suffered colossal losses, unable to carry out another extensive mobilization, the occupiers have no choice but to buy troll farms in the West and influence the elections. This is their second front. Excerpt from an interview with a person in the topic about the difficult situation with human resources on the opposite Ukrainian side of the front. The difference between our sides is that in Ukraine, these problems have acquired a national scale, while our own problems are still limited. But behind this limitation lies the potential for non-illusory risks. The size of our forces in principle does not correspond to the tasks of conducting active offensive operations. The quality of personnel in some places is not much better, both in new additions and among old-timers due to simple wear and tear of the body, plus a frankly irresponsible attitude towards the issue of preserving people on the part of a significant part of the command staff. The enemy may not even collapse before our ability to attract people to the contract significantly declines. And by the way, we already lack the strength to radically develop success in a number of operational areas. Not to mention the fact that somewhere we once again got sadly bogged down. K-Fariki Group of the Ukrainian 78th Air Assault Regiment Hertz clears Russian positions and takes prisoner. The Russian soldier, who is about 65 years old, was wounded and will be provided them with medical assistance. Happened in Avdiivka sector, spring 2024.
Ты шо, охуел нахуй? Сдавайся! Мы? А ты куда приехал? Все, смотри, с поднятыми руками. С поднятыми руками, иди сюда. Все, пошли, пошли, пошли. Пошли, не будем мы тебя убивать, блядь. Мужик, пошли, не будем, пошли. Все, не стреляем, давай. Блядь, давай, давай, шевелись не будем, блядь, пошли с нами. Все, ебать, мужик, нахуй ты сюда приехал? Все. Что, раненый?
Да, сейчас ранили.
Так, снимай.
Куда бежать?
Я его отведу, все. Все, забираю, забираю. Давай, пошли, блядь, мужик, нахуй ты сюда приехал? Мы молодые пацаны свою землю зачищаем.
Сам не раз сюда приехал, что нахуй. А!
We have loss on Ukrainian side too. 2 Ukrainian BM-21 Grad multiple launch rocket systems were destroyed by Russian loitering munitions. The first video shows a Russian Orlan 1030 UAV observing the moment a Ukrainian Grad fires. Then it cuts to an impact and the burning Grad, which didn't move.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.